Let me ask y'all, what's the greatest advice or even like the most memorable advice that someone ever gave y'all that stuck with y'all through life that y'all carried that?
Damn.
I got a ill one.
Talk.
So you want me to tell you the story a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay, so coming up, I'm gonna tell you the story and tell you how I learned the lesson.
Mm-hmm.
My dad was building a relationship with Jay-Z, and they were becoming close. And he was coming to the house a lot. He was transitioning from being an artist to a businessman. Right, this is when he got offered to be.
So wait, Hov was coming to your crib?
To my dad's condo. He called it the Flat in Manhattan on the east side.
So you was there a couple times?
I was there a couple times. Absolutely. And you got to understand, when I was there, I was just sitting there like, yo, this the illest nigga alive. And my dad.
So
my
what he
dad's
was saying
couch,
to
you know
you
what I'm saying?
when he walked in? What'd he say?
What's up? Like, Hov is cool. Hov is like down to earth, all that. Hov is
So
like.
you could like, if you see him today in the market, y'all gonna chop it up.
My nigga, let me tell you something. If he see me first, he gonna come over. That's how it really is. If he see me and I ain't see him, he gonna be like, yo, what's up, nigga? Like, and it's happened.
So let's go
before.
to an event. Hey, what's up? That's up with Hov, man.
Show up at the white party.
That's right, yeah. Find out the info,
not the
man.
white party. The other, when you mean Hov's white
Oh,
party.
no, not the white party.
Nah,
We ain't going to the white party.
I'm messing
No.
with you.
Oh, he trying to go to Diddy. Oh, he trying to go to Diddy's.
We going to Hov's white party.
Oh, you trying to go
I'm
with
talking
Diddy?
shit.
Oh,
I'm
you
talking
trying to go to
shit.
Diddy
I'm talking
crib?
shit.
No. I'll
Yeah.
leave that to you, man.
Yeah.
I'll leave that to you.
Yeah, leave that up to me.
Baby old boy. Anyway, no, I'm joking.
Baby on your band.
So during that time, as he's building a relationship, rock-aware clothing was popular.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, one day I'm like, damn, Pop, man, you know, because at the time, and the reason why I had got this idea, Michael Jordan has sent a box to the crib. So I'm like, damn, we getting boxes, man. Ask Hov, can he send a box of that rock-aware?
Mm-hmm.
So my pop was like, he stopped instantly and was like,
Nigga, I should backhand and shit.
yo, yeah, real rap. What the fuck did you just say? I said that. Now I knew it was a problem.
And your dad,
And
Joe
that's how my pop-
Jackson.
yeah, Joe Jackson to the 10th power. You hear me? Nigga, like straight up, like, man, what the fuck did you just say? Like, what? I said, damn, Pop, you can't see if Jay can send us like a box of that Rockaware shit. You know, Rockaware is popping. You know, He said, man, hey, let me holler at you, man. Let me holler at you, man. You got shit fucked up, right? So I sit down. He said, listen, man. When you building relationships with people and you know, and especially of that stature, we ain't coming with our hands out. And we definitely ain't asking for no motherfucking clothes. Nigga, if you want some Rockaware, figure out, go buy the shit and support the nigga, whatever. But we ain't asking no nigga for no motherfucking clothes. And I'm saying this to y'all in a more like calm way.
Mm-hmm.
But he like, nigga, you feel me? Like, we don't do that. You know, when you build a relationship with somebody, add value.
Right.
Bring value. You know, come with a situation that adds value on both sides, not just for you. Right? Because if not, you just like any other cousin or family member he don't know that's calling everybody with their hand out. So at the time, I'm like, I ain't trying to hear that shit. I'm taking it in.
Right.
So, but let me tell you where it dialed in for me. So when it was time when Denzel did American Gangster, and he reached out, and this is after I just coming off doing some shit with Roy. I did I Smoke, I Drink. We running on tour. He see me running, da-da-da. He's like, yeah, I'm here. And that's when the dude from Universal called my dad. Hey, man, we trying to track your son down. He got this record, I Smoke, I Drink. They touring with Lil Jon. They going crazy. Mm-hmm. So Denzel's getting with all this. Oh, Knuckles is moving. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Knuckles, right? Same thing. Knuckles is moving. He like, hey, listen, man. Hey, listen. And we had just, about to do our deal, whatever. He said, I want to give you the opportunity to do what you think about doing the soundtrack of American Gangster. So I'm like, oh yeah. So now my mind is turning. I'm thinking, I got to think outside the box. I got to come with something that's ain't been done. I got to do something that's not normal.
Right.
This ain't normal. This ain't a normal situation.
Right.
No. So in my mind, I came up with what matched American Gangster. Jay-Z. At the time, I thought Jay-Z as well. So I'm like, damn, a Jay-Z joint. I don't want to do multiple songs on a CD. I want to do a solo project. Maybe it could be Jay and Jeezy, but just Jay by himself. Like, I'm like, all right, but let me tell you how God worked. After that next day, we had a meeting. We had a meeting that next day or whatever with L.A. Reid. We're figuring out and going over our deal with Def Jam.
Who in L.A. Reid?
My dad.
Okay.
Me, my dad, and L.A. Reid figuring out doing a joint venture deal with Def Jam, right? And they, at the same time, they were offering Jay to be president at Def Jam, right? So we sit down. L.A. Reid, now he took credit for this in his book. So now my time, because guys take credit when you ain't got no voice, but you know what I mean, when you ain't outside talking about.
Yeah, but now
this ain't his play. Now. He know that, but respect to L.A. He's a legend. But let me get mine. You feel me? So anyway, we sat with L.A. Reid. L.A. Reid said soundtracks don't do as well as they used to, so he wasn't really interested, right? I think the biggest soundtrack was Boomerang and maybe one other joint, right? Maybe.
Love Jones.
Whitney Houston,
one of them. Yeah, right. So soundtracks didn't sell. It wasn't a good business move for a label. The soundtrack didn't do well. They weren't known to do that well. So in my mind, I'm like, he don't know my plan, my idea. Right. So we left that meeting. I think I mentioned it to my pop. And I don't think I remember. He said, yeah, that sounds cool, but my pop sometimes be like, yeah, but he don't jump like he's supposed to because he's still trying to figure out if I got it, if I know what I'm talking about, right? That day, this is how God works. I bump into Tata in Manhattan in a Foot Locker, and it's 1 million Foot Lockers in Manhattan to bump into it. Like,
you
come
just
on.
happened to bump into Jay-Z
Bumping into Tata,
friend,
I think he had his son or Vaughn with him, his brother, right? I'm like, yo, what's up, man? It's crazy. I'm bumping into you. I got the opportunity to do the soundtrack of American Gangster. I think it'd be dope if I do a solo project with Jay. He said, oh, I love that. He said, but he sat back. He said, well, who's paying us? I said, this is movie, bro. Denzel's thinking 30. Don't worry about the money. The money, it's different. This movie money different than what we do. You know what I mean? Don't worry about that. That's there. He said, okay, cool. I'm a run it past Jay, right? An hour, 2 hours, I'm headed to the airport. I got to go to L.A. My pop called me. Hey, you ran into Tata today and told him about that idea? Yeah. He said, Jay just called me. He wants to do it. I said, I told you, I'm getting in my bag.
Right.
In your bag.
Nodding and all that, you know what I mean? So boom, we do everything, blah, blah, blah. I go to LA, he sits with Jay, they work the deal, figuring out how we can make the play, put everything together, right? I land in LA, I think it was. I called him, checking in, yo, what's up? He said, yeah, man. Jay was like, yeah, he wanted to do it. He said, but let me ask you something. He said, remember when you asked me about the motherfucking clothes? He said, you see the difference? Right? He said, now mind you, in certain situations when you become that person, they don't really want to, they don't know like, this is another guy just asking. He don't bring no.
They don't know you got something.
He just, because everybody, you got to think, these celebrities got people they don't know, families they never met. Everybody's coming with a thing they got, a way they can get some money or their handout. But you got to separate yourself and add value, always add value. So that stuck with me when dealing with relationships and being able to create value and add value. That was a very valuable lesson to me. And like I said, that's what took me there. That was my first home run, and I started touching some M's. You feel me? And that's so that's what took me. I hit that out the park. But that was a valuable lesson.
That's classic. That's classic.
Yeah.
And
Bring value.
Add value.
You definitely sketched your name into hip hop history.
Yeah, first time.
American Gangster.
I think we probably around 7. I think if we look at the numbers, we probably around 7 million sold on that. That's still one of his biggest albums. And I'm waiting on my plaque. Tata, Lenny S. Everybody listening.
We need that plaque.
Hey Brown, waiting on my plaque.
Bring that
Please.
shit,
plaque.
man.
I'm gonna put it on the wall.
Right.
Whatever. Yeah, but
Bring my man
and the
shit.
first time that there was a solo project. Yeah, let me get that. You know what I mean? First time it was a solo project done as a
artist?
No, for a movie.
For a movie.
Soundtrack.
Soundtrack.
First time solo artist project. You know what I'm saying? So we made history with that. You know what I mean? We made history.
That's heavy. What's up?
This is Culture ChatGPT.